A good friend of mine, Brad Martineau, has a quote that I like that goes, "I only have two problems with the phrase marketing automation. The first is the word marketing, and the second is the word automation." I want to expand on that for a little bit because I do think the phrase marketing automation is a little problematic. So I'm Greg from the Keap Academy team. And I think part of why Brad and I and many others feel this way is because the term marketing automation, or even sales and marketing automation, it immediately limits the role that this concept can play to marketing, or to sales and marketing if you're using the extended version of that phrase. That's just unnecessarily limited, right, from the onset, because automation in general, it isn't confined to one section of your business or one section of your customer journey. It actually can span the entire customer lifecycle. It can, of course, serve in the lead capture department. It can serve in the nurture or in the sales area of your business. It can help turn prospects into customers systematically, right? It absolutely can do those things, but that's only part of how it can work for a small business. You can also use automation in the fulfillment and delivery of your products and services, in terms of creating repeat buyers or enriching the customer lifetime value you have, extending the number of months that a subscriber stays with your program, or the number of years that a client uses your services, right? So there are pre-purchase and post-purchase roles for automation. And so calling it sales and marketing, I think, frames it in an unnecessarily limited sense. Now, the second part of this, of the term marketing automation that we're examining is the word automation. And my interpretation of Brad's resistance to this, or even my own qualms that I have with the term automation, is that it implies, or a lot of people interpret it to mean, that everything is hands-off. That because it's automated, or because there's automation, that somehow that means there's no human intervention. And I just don't think that's necessarily the case, nor is it wise, because not everything that can be automated should be automated, right? There are plenty of aspects of my business that could be automated, but I choose to do manually because writing thank you cards helps me feel connected to my users, right? Or because responding to negative surveys should be done by a human who can exercise some empathy and not an automated response to somebody who may already be frustrated, right? So there are going to be elements of your business where automation might be possible, but isn't necessarily the right move, okay? So I think that's important to call out, because too many people hear automation and think that there's this, blanket, universal absence of human touch, when in reality, the two are usually balanced by one another. And we automate the things that don't need to be or shouldn't be done by a human, so that we can be more strategic, be more judicious in where we do apply human resources, or actually let people put their fingerprint on something. So that is the issue that we have with the phrase marketing automation. Whether you like it or love it, it's here, and the phrase sales and marketing automation has some similar concerns, but I wanted to just for a moment unpack it. I think there is a tendency to put up these artificial boundaries in terms of what it means and its limitations that I didn't want to be unnecessarily framing the way you see it as a tool or as a strategy that your business can depend on. All right, guys, that is it. Thank you for indulging me on this one. This may have felt like a distinction without difference, or maybe a bit of an academic exercise, but I think that this is an important conversation to have, because unpacking or even calling out some of those inherent assumptions about the term, or some of the limitations that may be implied with the phrase sales and marketing automation, I think it helps us identify that we may have artificial boundaries on the usefulness of this either software or of this, theory. And I don't want you to miss opportunities in your business or throughout your customer experience where automation might be able to serve you simply because of some predispositions we may have held or some misconceptions that may be perpetuated by the actual term we use to talk about this space. That's it for now. If you have any thoughts, comments, or reactions, we would love to hear them in the comments below. Take care.